Alright, I'm going to give you guys a quick little update on kind of what I've done over the last couple of days. I painted the wheels. So they turned out pretty darn good, I think. Just went black. I used Duplicolor's black high performance wheel coating, which I'm pretty sure is just probably black spray paint, but it turned out really well. I did 3 coats on the front and back wheel, and it looks good, so I'm happy with that. Also went ahead and touched up the center of the front rotor with the same paint. That turned out pretty good. I decided on this bike to go ahead and paint the front forks too, and I think it turned out really good. They were pretty heavily oxidized, kind of like on this bike. They just, it would have taken probably 3 or 4 hours of polishing and sanding and stuff to make them look good as kind of raw aluminum. So I decided to kind of take the easier and faster route. Plus I think it looks pretty good, and just paint them black. So I think it's coming along pretty well. Painted the rear brake as well, because that was super pitted and oxidized too. That looks pretty good. Let's see, I'll kind of go over some of the other parts that came in. Got my clip-ons, pod filters, rear shocks. This is my tough side seat that came in. Really good quality. It'll be my second seat I've used from them, and I really like it. Headlight mount. In here is some mirrors, oil filter, exhaust gaskets. When I bought the bike from the previous owner, it had come with a new 4-into-1 exhaust. That's really nice, but what it didn't come with was the actual exhaust flanges. So I just jumped on eBay and bought this set of 4 exhaust flanges, and I bought these and they were really rusty. But I actually tried out a product that I've heard about before but I've never tried, called Evapo Rust. This is the bottle right here. I just went down to Advanced Auto Parts. I think it was like $20 or $22 something for that bottle, and you can reuse it multiple times. So I just soaked these for probably close to 24 hours in that, and I mean it cleaned up all the rust off of them, and they look really good, as you can tell. So pretty excited about how those turned out. That's pretty much all the parts I have ready for it now. So at this point I'm going to start to modify this rear tail section, cut off this hoop, cut off the extra brackets, kind of get it ready to mount the seat. I'm going to weld in a couple mounts for the seat. I have a battery on the way. Should be here probably in the next, I would say 3 or 4 days. Once I have the battery, I can start to build that battery tray and kind of figure out how I can clean up all those electronics, and then probably paint the rear once I get all the grinding and welding and stuff done, and start reassembly, and then get it all together and work on the tank and kind of go from there. But just wanted to throw up a quick update of anybody who wants to follow along, and this is kind of where I'm at so far.